Cinderella story, it really is, because I came, you know, from Toronto, Canada. You know, it's a small city in the grand scheme of things in the world, and especially the music industry. So yeah, it was definitely very fairy tale-esque with a lot of hard work, kind of like Cinderella, right? Cleaning and doing a lot of chores. Very similar. Now, you know, I think what I've learned mostly in transitioning into my second album and where I'm at now, and the amazing things that I've been able to do and been blessed to be able to see and accomplish, I feel that it's actually given me a greater sense of humility, and it's actually instilled something in me that keeps me grounded to work harder and to, you know, basically do better than I did the first time. So, you know, by setting my own bar the first time, now wanting to, you know, break the record for my own bar, it forces me, it drives me, it's a new passion, you know, and I've experienced, like I said, a lot of great things and also a lot of hardship. So I'm finding the balance in between and the beauty in between the highs and the lows, and that's really where I'm at right now. That's what, you know, my mentality is. That's why the album is called The MF Life. I'm just on it. I'm in it to win. Influence and impact, you know, most people would probably name an artist, and I could name artists. I could name, you know, Sam Cooke, I could name Bob Marley, I could name Whitney Houston, that stood out to me as artists. But I think my biggest impact came from my parents, because if it wasn't for their love of music, my dad being a musician, my mom loving to sing, and just their music always being in my house, I don't know that I would have ever been able to discover any of those artists if it wasn't for my parents. So I would say my biggest musical impact would be from my parents, for sure. You know, the title of the album, The MF Life, of course MF being my initials, of course MF making people laugh and make, you know, silly jokes. I think what ended up happening was that I learned a lot from the things that I had gone through to get here, and in realizing that there is no way to prepare or even set any sort of expectations for the way things are supposed to go when you're pursuing your dreams. You kind of just have to take everything as it comes and just feel prepared and be the best that you can be prepared. And if you fall down, you have to get back up. And when you're up on top, you gotta soar and make sure you're looking around and taking everything in and appreciating it for what it is. And you know, the MF Life, when you're on top, life is the mother life. It is. It's amazing. It's grand. It's magnificent. It's fantastic. It's mighty fine. It's everything. And when you're on that bottom and life is a motherfucker, you're like, damn, you know, why me? And you know, you can sit there at the bottom, or you can remember that there once was a time on top, and there's definitely a space in between. So the concept of the album, even though the album is really based on love and the reflections of love, the concept of the MF Life is just my mentality. It's the way that I want people to encourage to be themselves, to be proud of that, to find that, to seek that out, to challenge themselves, take risks, and really be in touch with how they're feeling, and embrace every single high and low and every emotion. In the studio with some dream collaborators and people that I've wanted to work with, from singers, songwriters, musicians, rappers. Got in with Salam Remy on this one. I got in with Los. I got in with Andrea Martin, Jay Phoenix, Jack Splash, No ID, B.O.B., John Legend, Drake, you know, just Nas. I mean, I've been really going into, you know, create and find myself musically and artistically where I'm at right now. I'm so gracious and so thankful for all the people who contributed so far on this album. Rico Love. Shout outs to Rico. I just saw you a few minutes ago. This is so hard. 5 words to describe myself right now. Human, strong, sensitive, open, how many is that? 3, 4, one more?
One more.
Melanie Fiona. That's 2 words.
I love you.
guys? I'm Melanie Fiona. I want to thank you guys for checking out my latest interview right here on itsmyculture.com. Be sure to check out the new album releasing soon, The MF Life. You can check me out on Twitter at Melanie Fiona, YouTube, Melanie Fiona TV, you know, all the websites. Check me out online, social networking, and thank you guys so much for the support. Until then, live your MF life. Keep it locked right here. It's myculture.com.